The strategy comes a lot from the assets we're holding now, the old Soviet cinemas we bought from the government of Moscow for the redevelopment. A very significant value because the older locations of the objects are already where people live. So the big difference from the typical shopping center, we don't need to drag people there, they already live there. So we have to be smart enough to look at what people really demand, and we have to meet their demands, and that's probably the biggest difference in our strategy to a typical mall. We have 39 locations across Moscow, and they're pretty similar in terms of amount of people living there, because they're on average 50 to 120,000 people within 15 minutes walking distance, which gives us on one hand lots of opportunities, but on the other hand we cannot bring anything which people don't need in their daily life. First, to buy food, which is supermarket with a proper offer, with fresh goods, with fresh vegetables, fresh fruits, bakery, and that's the first anchor we were looking for. So we signed the deal in January this year with one of the leading Russian supermarket operators, super and hypermarket operators, which is called Lenta. And on the other hand, we're creating the other type of experience where people have to meet their entertainment needs. But the problem with the cinemas was that they were outdated. They were built in 70s with single screens and etc. So finally we found the best partner we could imagine. It's a company called CGV. It's number 5 in the world in terms of screens, coming from Korea. And we signed the deal like 3 weeks ago with them, bringing them to 160 screens in Moscow. And we believe this will create different quality of the cinema visit for the Muscovites, basically visiting our neighborhood centers, and it will make it more frequent in terms of returns. Today the average Russian goes to a cinema just a little bit over 1 time a year, and for example in Korea it's more than 4. So we have a big room to increase the business. So this will make our concept in general very anchored at the bottom with a supermarket and then the top with a cinema of a great experience.